Starting our career has never been so hard as we are seeing in 2026. Many people starting or looking for the first job are reporting and saying that it's been really hard to find a position to be really, starting in a new company, in a new job, or starting their careers as a fresh person coming from, university or getting something to do, whatever it is. And the reason from that is because overall, every single year, or in general, we see that very faster nowadays, but from time to time, we change the way that we develop talents in the companies. And a report from Harvard Business School published in March 2026, it's realizing that we have a big drop in the positions that are being offered for junior positions or people starting their first job. And it's even bigger, it's 17% for jobs posting for roles that are more exposed to automation. What does it mean? Basically, it means that companies are looking on ways to automate or completely rely on AI technologies to do something that is super basic. And those basic things were exactly the kind of roles and positions open to people who start in their careers, to go into their first job. And the challenge here is those roles being super basic were a perfect fit to prepare someone to understand the business, to understand the company, to understand how things work. It's super basic. It's maybe something that is a bit repetitive, but it's the kind of thing that companies have been using for the past 20, 30 years to build new talents. And now we are just replacing this for automation or perhaps with AI technologies without the concern on how we are going to develop new talents. And this is critical. And that is the main point of the reflection. Because if your company is not prepared, is not concerned on developing or looking for new talent, you have a big problem for the future. Your long term goal is to keep your company being refreshed by new talent that replace someone and then someone goes to a new position. That's the normal circle, right? And those people coming from different perspective, the new generations, they are the ones always asking different questions that make you innovate. They ask some dumb questions, they ask things that makes no sense, but because of that you spark some discussions around your business to make things in a different way. And also you prepare your company for a new kind of customer that is also coming from the new generations. So that's why renewing your business, renewing your workforce is so important to stay relevant for the future. Another report from Federal Reserve in collaboration with Stanford University is saying that workers aged between 22 and 25 in some AI exposed sectors like technology, they see a 13% decline in employment in the past few years, or specifically, basically, they are saying for the past 24 months. So basically, 2024 from until now. So this is a big problem, as I say. It's a structural problem because the system is removing exactly what it used to be used to teach those new generations to do the job, to understand the business. And for the people who are looking for their first job, they are being required to know much more, to be more prepared for roles that are still junior, but are not that easy to just start doing from scratch. You need to get some kind of preparation, training, and maybe more and more knowledge. Of course, it affects you who are starting your career right now. So that's the first reflection I want to make here and call you for the conversation. How you're feeling right now, looking for your first or maybe first, second, I don't know, experience. Because if you're facing some challenge, I want to know more where you live and what are the main challenges you see. It's because of companies asking so many different things in the positions, and maybe you don't feel that you are prepared for that, or do you think that the challenge is different, you don't see the roles at all to apply for more junior positions? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what is happening where you live. because I know that some different countries are facing this in a different way as well. But then the reflection for leaders and for managers is also how your company is discussing right now, how they are looking to this kind of problem of building and forming new talents. Because if you're not concerned about that, if you're not discussing new ways, as I said before, you have a big risk in your company to not renovate your workforce and maybe in the future have a bigger problem because your company is getting older in the workforce. And this is not a generation conflict talk. It's more like how you make sure that you keep the circle of knowledge going to the right direction in your company. If you do that, if you bring the reflection to your strategy, if you're concerned about that, I am sure that you can put the two things together. The usage of the new technologies to make your company more productive, to increase, to automate, to accelerate some steps, but still making sure that you are opening the doors for new talent, for people who should be joining your company and bringing fresh perspectives, uh, joining your team, joining your business, and I'm sure that is going to be a great match between doing more but bringing people in for those new and fresh positions.